Hey guys, this is a video on long keep versus short keep. The idea is that you come out of this video knowing exactly when to use one or the other, and also why you should know both. So my aim is not to pick one or the other and say that one is better or not, or give you like a super general rule, but I want to give you the tools so that you can know when to use either, but also learn both, right? Like learning different movement patterns is the best way to go. Now keep in mind that of course these are two kind of arbitrary lines that I'm drawing. I'm like saying like this is a long keep, this is a short keep, but this is a continuum, and you could have mixed keeps there that like look like one or the other, right? And so it's not clear cut. This is just for the sake of categorization, making my life easier and your life easier. Awesome. So let's start with the long keep. The long keep is the most mechanical advantageous in the sense that if you are very good at keeping and you have very good spatial awareness and body awareness, you need both, you will use less muscle juice and more, there will be more transfer of momentum from the pendulum movement than the use of muscle juice, right? Like, so it is going to be the best in energetic terms. Taking into consideration two things. The first thing I already said, it requires that your keep is really good and that your body and spatial awareness, because it requires them to be good, to be also very good, right? Like, so if your keep is somewhat not very polished, this is not, it's gonna feel like a more difficult than anything else, right? The good news is that learning how to keep properly, although it takes years, just because you get the shape doesn't mean that you know how to create tension and so on, and like how an awesome keep. It's very doable by anybody, right? Like, so it's the most efficient, but it has high requirements of form, technique, and so on. It has also high requirements on mental fortitude for one very specific reason, and is that the cycle time is a little bit slower. The movement, each repetition takes long because you have to let the arch happen, you have to let your body come all the way back. That's where the mechanical advantage is gained. And most athletes don't have the patience or the maturity to actually, or the maturity to accept that they don't have the patience to go through that, right? And so they panic in the first 5 minutes of the workout, and they start, changing the keep, and they crash and burn. Okay. When to use this? Pretty much any time that you have a long workout. And by a long workout, I don't mean that it takes 25 minutes. I mean that if it's a workout in which you have to swear and you're positive that you cannot do them unbroken, all the reps, all the sets without a problem, then this is the way to go. That would be my advice. Even if you are a beginner and this keep is harder than the other one, just because you don't know how to keep very well yet, so you don't know how to use the mechanical advantage, because over time learning how to keep and learning how to make this more efficient over time is gonna pay off very, very, very big dividends, right? And so this work for the vast majority of the time you should live here with the long keep, and you should invest your time wisely in learning how to keep and doing a lot of keeping leg raises, maybe not full legs to the bar, and maybe just at 45 degrees, and work on like cycling that, and get very good at that. And then when you have to get the legs to the bar, to the toes to the bar, it will be there for you, and it will be very simple. Patience, and hard work, right? Now for the short keep has is kind of the opposite, in the sense that it has a very high cadence, right? Like, you can bang repetitions really fast, but it depletes the muscle. There's basically no mechanical advantage, right? Easy to learn if you have the strength, right? Like, for most people, what's gonna happen here is that they don't have a ball up, what we call this movement here. So there's no chance that they can get the legs up. But if you have this, it's very simple. Now, when to use this? In a workout in which you know you can do everything unbroken, you know you can speed up all the other movements, then it's the time to unleash the beast and go for a short keep. As long as you have muscle capacity. That's a big asterisk. There are athletes you could see in the professional sphere that have very good muscle capacity and whose hip flexors and abs can withstand reps and reps. They probably have a lot of type 2 fibers there, and so they don't get that burn that like most people will get from a short keep really fast. And so if you're one of those, pretty much go with this one. But if not, leave this short keep for when you need to speed up on workouts that you can speed up everything else, or you know, if you're competing and you need to pass your, I don't know, your training partner that is like going ahead and you want to like ding, then that's how to use it. Or if you're doing, for example, other scenarios like you're doing intervals, right? Like, and so you only have one set of those two bars. Yeah, go for it, right? Like, again, anytime that you can perform the whole thing unbroken, go for a short keep. Increase the speed, increase the power output, and increase the muscle demands just to train that. That is it. Short keep versus long keep. Keep in mind one thing. Check out how much pressure those two are, and tell me how many times he does a short keep. It's not many. Although there's a lot of athletes that are very successful, they're like Christian Holte. Anyhow, yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Enjoy it. That is it.